Hello everyone, this is Bertina Amy here and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. And otherwise, welcome back to my channel. I hope you find these videos useful. First off, if your folder has these little indentations for poking out holes for it to go into a binder and you want to remove them, go ahead and do that part first. And you can always re-punch in the holes after the fact, which I'm going to do here. So just as you would plan to go ahead and wrap a birthday gift or a Christmas gift, go ahead and eyeball measure the actual amount of contact paper you would need to wrap your folder entirely. My initial plan was to go ahead and remove the entire contact paper a little bit at a time and just do my best to attach it to the entire cover, outside cover. But then I thought about it and I realized I really want to be able to see the holes so that I can punch them out before I end up calling it done. And I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to see it when I would try to go ahead and punch it out later. So what I decided to do instead was I decided to cut out my pre-measured contact paper in half first and use that to apply it one chunk at a time to also help prevent and remove any possible air bubbles that might occur in the application process. I go ahead and wrap the excess into the inner side part of the folder, and for the corner edges I go ahead and cut out the excess of that because I want it to have a fairly decent appearance once all the excess is applied onto the inner part of the folder. While I'm not looking for perfection, I am looking to make it look nice, and I'm pretty satisfied with the way this part turns out. The nice part about doing this project idea number 3 is the fact that it simply doesn't require any drying time, so it really helps in creating multiple folders if you have a variety of leftover contact paper that you simply just don't know what to do with. And also, vinyl will help make sure that these types of folders end up lasting way longer with less wear and tear, especially because of the sort of glossy finish, as somehow it seems to have a much better long-lasting effects. And in my case, once you have the first panel side done and you've wrapped the excess all around, I go ahead and take my hole punch and re-hole punch out the 3 holes within my folder. Then I just repeat the process for the back side as well, and then I use scrap leftovers to make sure that the pocket areas also have the contact paper on there as well. So if you have been following my videos thus far, this is the 3rd idea in my back to school series of DIYs, and the concept of these series is to use whatever you have lying around as scraps that you don't know what to do with, and that you would frankly like to get rid of or make use of. So in this video, I show you how I use leftover faux marble contact paper, and I apply it to a folder and use that to decorate it basically. And it is kind of a bit difficult, but I decided to do it one side at a time just because that way the chances of tons of air bubbles will be less likely. And since this is going on top of a very matte type of surface, the ability to make it look nice without it being ruined is a chance that's way higher than I'd like it to be. So I do the best I can to prevent all the air bubbles as best as I could with the setup of my craft station, if you will. This contact paper is from Amazon as a faux marble contact paper that I decided to repurpose the remainder of it to apply to other projects, as I already used it for the bathroom in our home. So I thought, why not add this to a possible idea for a DIY folder and matching notebook? As you can see, I went ahead and used a roller cutter just to cut off the excess once both panels were on, and this roller cutter from Dollar Tree totally is worth the purchase, and I find that it helps me make more straighter edge cuts. Much easier than taking a pair of scissors to it, or even, believe it or not, an X-Acto knife or craft knife, just from my personal experience. I noticed that without a steady hand, a roller cutter seems to help more for some reason. And let's of course not forget to re-hole punch the 3 holes for the folder. However, again, as a friendly reminder, feel free to skip this part. And here I'm just eyeball measuring the inner part panels for the pockets of this folder and attaching them as carefully as I possibly can. And once you go ahead and apply the marble contact paper or whatever contact paper you choose, then you can go ahead and trim off any excess or attach the excess onto the other side or the inside part of the folder, and just trim off any excess or unwanted excess. So you'll notice that I go ahead and skip the inner part portion in between the two panels of the pockets of the folder, and I do that because I didn't want to worry about how much of a pain it would be for the contact paper to permanently attach to the folder as well as the actual fold itself. It tends to, like, it will need to be a crease, but then it may cause more problems than it's worth dealing with, so I just kind of left that alone. And I don't mind that, and that's actually why I chose blue for the folder, to kind of match the contact paper as well. And once again, using the roller cutter from Dollar Tree to trim off the excess, and no, this video is not sponsored by Dollar Tree. So once you have all the contact paper adhered to the folder, it's time to cut out the window, as in my previous videos. So I go ahead and take a pencil and outline the indentation of the would-be label area from the Walmart folder. And my apologies for the brightness of this video. For whatever reason, it's not really showing the pencil markings on camera very well. I go ahead and try to adjust the lighting after doing the outline, just so that you can kind of see the lines a little bit better. And again, apologies for the lighting. But you'll see how it looks once it's all said and done and cut out as well. And I decided to also take the chance and use the roller cutter to go ahead and cut out this window, and I actually liked that even better than a craft knife. I do own an X-Acto knife, but that one is, it might actually be a little dull at this point, so that's why I use the roller cutter instead. And here I'm using plastic again to make the windows for the part that's going to be attached directly to the folder on the inside, as well as the part that's going to be attached to the index card that I made with the original cutout piece of the folder, if that makes sense. And if you haven't seen my previous videos, I do this on purpose just to prevent any future index cards going in and out of this little pocket from getting caught into that pre-cut out folder design, if that helps make sense. I go ahead and use double-sided tape to attach the plastic piece that gets adhered to directly to the folder, and double-sided tape to adhere the plastic piece to the index card as well. I also use regular tape along all four edges of the inside part of the folder's window, as well as just 3 parts of the edges of the index card to make a pocket for the inside part of the window, as you see here in the video. My goal for attaching the pocket is to make sure that the pattern lines up through the window. So before permanently attaching, I go ahead and flip it over so I can see where the window is in comparison to the actual pattern of the original cutout. And I don't lay down the actual strips of regular tape until I'm happy with the location of it. Then once I'm happy with the location, I go ahead and take a spare index card and go ahead and write my subject matter by eyeballing it, since I already closed out the window with plastic. And there you have it. That is idea number 3. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if this inspires you to make your own. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.